Hey Budget Fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing $250 into our sinking funds and our savings challenge binders. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jordan. We love doing cash stuffings on this channel. I have taken a bit of absence the last few days, but we're going to talk about why that is in this video. If you are not new around here and you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of the Budget Fam. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I so very much look forward to coming and chatting with you guys every week. Before we start chatting though, let's go ahead and count this cash. Make sure we have 250 that we think we have to put into the binders today. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 210, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. $250 today. We do have a small cash stuffing. I'm very thankful to have $250 this week to put into sinking funds and savings challenges. So I'm not trying to say that in a negative way, but I was promising you guys a cash stuffing of my entire YouTube check. That video is coming later this week. I just wanted to go ahead and make this video, get some cash into our sinking funds and chat a little bit about where I've been and what's going on in life. And then later this week, we will do the YouTube cash stuffing. First off though, how are you guys doing? I hope it is a beautiful Tuesday for you guys, or whatever day it is when you're watching this. I hope you are having a great day. I hope that the weather is beautiful. It has been amazing here in South Mississippi. This week, we will see. Hurricanes trying to give us a little bit of anxiety though. So if you are a friend in Florida, I hope that you guys are prepared. I know that we are prepared here in South Mississippi because you never know what a hurricane's gonna do. But I'm thinking about you guys right now as it looks like it is headed you guys' way. So if you're part of the Budget Family, you're living in Florida, let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you're prepped. We are thinking of you guys. I hope you stay safe and you are ready. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead. Before we cash stuff, I do want to take our long-term goals and our yearly goals and go ahead, and that would be this one. Go ahead and combine these because we did recently get rid of some categories and we just don't need 3 binders right now. Maybe when we add some more categories, we will go back to 3 binders. But I want to say there's like 6 envelopes here and like 4 here. So I just want to combine these really quick. And while we combine these, let's chat for a second about where I've been and what is going on. So everything is fine. Let me start with that. I do share a little bit of my boys' health journey. I try not to exploit their story, but their story is certainly part of my story. So it's hard to like share with you guys without sharing a little bit about what's going on with them too. Well, they have a kidney and liver disease. You guys know this if you've been around the channel. It is something that will lead to transplant in their lifetime. It is a childhood onset disease, so the fact that they're 6 and 8 and they don't already have transplants and they're not on the transplant waiting list, that is amazing, right? I'm counting my blessings. I'm so thankful for where they are with their current health status. What they were born with and where we're at now, like all a win, okay? All a blessing. I'm so thankful for who my children are. I'm so thankful to have them, and I'm thankful for the status of their health right now. For new clothes, we are going to let's put $24 in here. I know we don't have a lot to play around with right now, but y'all know I really want some new clothes. So $24. So I'm giving you guys a little bit of a backstory of what's going on with their health in case you haven't been around here. But I'm saying all of that to say because of the genetic disorder they were born with, they do have kidney and liver blood work and ultrasounds and all kinds of stuff like that. Once or twice a year, just depending on how I schedule it out and what exactly the doctors have going on. Well, we just had a set of doctor visits yesterday. So on Monday, the boys had an kind of all day thing at New Orleans Children's Hospital. So I drove over there. My mom is always a blessing. She usually comes with me and just helps me entertain the boys. Sometimes I get a migraine just because honestly, I don't know if it's like coffee, lack of food, if it's the stress of the whole situation, always gives me a migraine. Yesterday was the very first time that I didn't have a migraine on the ride back because I do live in South Mississippi, so there's a little bit of a drive back from the hospital. Very first time I didn't have a migraine on the way back from the hospital, and we've been doing this for 6 years now. So took me a little while to find my food, coffee, don't stress too much balance to not have a migraine. New clothes, we added 24. This is new clothes for myself. So we now have 50, 150, 250, 70, 90, 310, 315, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. $333. So we are off to a great start for the new clothes. Y'all know I really want to get myself some new clothes soon. Anyway, so doctor's appointments were yesterday. I am fine, guys. The boys are fine. What they have should be a slow progression. We monitor it every 6 months to every year because at any point things could change. Anyway, I don't have results back for the boys, blood work, ultrasounds, all the stuff we did yesterday, but I'm mentioning all this to say that in the times leading up to, like in the few days leading up to the boys' doctor's appointments, honestly, like in the week leading up to sometimes, I am just so, I wouldn't say stressed, and I would not say, okay, we're gonna skip roll the dice. I would not say I am unwell in any way. Like, I'm perfectly fine. My mental health is fine. I get in this stage where I'm like ready to rearrange all of my life, because when we have appointments, it is a very obvious reminder that life is not forever for anyone. And it's kind of, but it's in my face, right? Prepping myself to go get blood work and ultrasound, see how my kid's health is, you know. We're gonna add $20 to 1 month ahead. So it puts me in a weird headspace. Let's just call it weird. Puts me in a weird headspace for the week leading up to, a little bit of time following, because the blood work and ultrasound results will be out in like the next few days, and the doctor will call me at some point and say, okay, this looks worse, or this looks the same, or whatnot. We added 20 to 1 month ahead. We now have 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 560, and 1 month ahead. Buckle up for a long story time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this, but also kind of help put you in my shoes if it's not something that you've gone through. But I find the process as a mom to be helpful in our life, because Pantry Stockpile, let's add $5. I find it helpful as a mom to be put in this headspace only because, and I mean helpful like it pushes our life forward. I tend to start like planning family vacations more around this time. You guys know I'm planning a trip to Great Wolf Lodge now. Like, I get a lot done in my family life during this period every, you know, like twice a year. I'll plan a family trip. I'll start rearranging like homeschool plans. I just start really focusing on home life and trying to make things at home more efficient so I can enjoy life a bit better, so the kids can enjoy life a bit better. Y'all know I'm on this meal prepping kick. Honestly, I have not been like not here, not because I'm upset or like, you know, I'm not like in bed, I'm not depressed. It's just because I'm focusing on family life, because when these appointments come around, I just start to focus on family life way more. I'm like trying to make sure we're getting enough trips in the year, we're going on vacations, we're eating healthier. Like, it's kind of a reevaluation process for our life, right? Pantry Stockpile, we added 5. Let's color the 5. So that's kind of where I've been on one front. The other thing that always puts me, again, I don't want to say in a funk, but just in a weird headspace, is hurricanes. And thank goodness the hurricane does not look like it's headed towards South Mississippi, but I was a teenager when Katrina hit, and so I always take hurricanes seriously, because I remember for Katrina, they're like, it's not going to come towards us, nobody freak out, you're going to be at school, you're going to be at school on Monday. Like, nobody took it serious in my area. So if anybody says the word hurricane in the Gulf, like, or headed towards the Gulf, I'm in hurricane mode. So Pantry Stockpile, we added 5. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. $47 towards Pantry Stockpile. And it just so happened that this Hurricane Ian, like, it started being mentioned around the time that I started to get in my family prep, right? Well, hurricanes also put me on prep mode, but it doesn't put me on like family prep and like vacations and making sure we're eating well. Like, it doesn't put me in that mode as much. It puts me more in like clean the house. No, nothing is worse than losing power and you have a dirty house still that you did not like prep for the hurricane. So hurricanes put me in a house prep mode. I clean every room. I'm like deep cleaning and decluttering. I don't want to get stuck with a bunch of clutter during a hurricane, you know, like it puts me in a different kind of a prep mode. So like house prep mode for hurricanes, and then family prep and like betterment mode when it comes to the boys' health. So it just so happens that the things all collided, and I've been keeping up with orders and I've been keeping up with the Etsy shop and stuff very well, but as far as YouTube, it has just honestly not been as much on my radar. I do miss you guys. I'm adding $5 to books. I have missed you guys and I've wanted to get back on YouTube, but my brain has just been elsewhere, and I typically don't like to make YouTube videos too when my brain is still trying to process what's going on, because you would think, okay, books, we added 5, we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, $105 towards books. You would think that because there's hurricanes every single year, I go through the boys and their appointments twice a year, you would think at this point that I would know, like, okay, I need to schedule a week around appointments to just focus on what I know I'm gonna wanna focus on, which is family life, scheduling, planning, becoming more efficient there. And then whenever there's hurricanes coming, you would think like, okay, girl, you're gonna need a week to get your house completely deep cleaned, as if you're selling it. Like, I just turn into a monster with the cleaning, right? Field trips, my mom is actually taking the boys on a field trip tomorrow. So I'm taking $50 out of here because I'm gonna hand her that money to pay for the boys and any kind of extras they might need for that field trip. So we're taking money out of that one. Car insurance, let's go ahead and add $10. So $10 to car insurance. We have $20, $30, $40, $45 towards car insurance. My car insurance only comes around twice a year and I just paid it, so we have a little while to keep saving on that one. So this was all of our quarterly goals. Let's go ahead and move over to our yearly goals. Yeah, you would think I would be better at kind of scheduling and having work prepped and planned and know these kinds of things are coming, but it hits me every single time, and it takes me a minute to process why I'm kind of hitting weird obsessions, like hitting vacation obsessions, trying to get our eating healthier. But that always happens to me. It happens to me every single time the boys have specialist appointments, and then the same for hurricanes. I get in this weird like storm cleaning mode. So for 100 envelope, we aren't stuffing the tips today. I'm sorry guys, I just am not on top of it enough to have those tips out. Let's go ahead and let's add a 10 and take out a 1. So we added just $9 to the 100 envelope savings challenge. 100 envelope savings challenge, we do have 2,000 in the bank. 1, 2, 3, 400. 2,400 in the bank. That is in a savings account. 450, 550, 600, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 2,656. I'm just sort of guessing at that number, guys. Y'all know I need to write this down. I don't know. 100 envelope savings challenge. We are about halfway there, so we will keep counting this money and saving this money. I actually need to get some of these 50s out and just put a placeholder in so I know what in the world I am doing. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick stuffing like this before I did the YouTube cash stuffing, because I feel like some of more my core audience is going to watch this kind of video, and I hope that you guys know that I am not stressed out or worried. I don't want you guys to flood the comments with sorries and I hope you're okay, because like I am totally okay. This is just a part of our normal routine and things that are going on. Life really is good here. The appointments, as far as, okay, wait, let me think for a second. Let's go ahead and add 50 because we do have some 50s here and I want to be ready for summer camps. My boys are seeming like they both want to continue homeschooling, and if they continue homeschooling, I think I will put them in all of the things over the summer so that they are still getting a ton, like 3 months worth of interactions and like school day hours at summer camps, but they're not confined to like regular school setting. It's more fun and active, which is what my older ADHD child needs. Summer camps, we have 1, 2, 300 in the savings account, 350, 450, 70, 90, 500, 510, 15, 515. I had to count that one twice. Okay, 515 towards summer camps. So everything is well here. I have a very clean hurricane ready house, which I don't, like I said, I don't think the hurricane is coming this way, but I'm ready and the house is very clean. I also feel really good about how the boys' appointments went. Now, again, I don't have the results for their ultrasound and blood work, but they are now 6 and 8. And appointments have gotten so much easier. I swear every single time we go to appointments as they get older, like not talking about the outcome of the actual results, but as far as how easy it is to handle like a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old versus a newborn and a 2-year-old. I'm always really nostalgic when we go to hospital visits because my boys were so little when we first started going, and it was honestly very hard on me. Probably contributes to the migraines too, because I'm there stressing and having to really micromanage and control little kids in the waiting room. It was such an easy trip yesterday. So I'm thankful for that. I will get results and information from the doctor later this week via a phone call, but I need to schedule a special ultrasound for one of my kids, and then we will be back in December to go to the kidney specialist. So this is just an ongoing thing and part of our life, but I'm happy that this week's appointments are done. Now I just wait for, I wait for the phone call. So back to school, we added 15. This is for my boys for going back to school, like pencils, book bags, all the fun things that you want to get kids, new clothes whenever they go back to school. So for back to school next year, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, $53, which is a great start to our goal of $528. Heard me say this before, everything that you see in my videos is from my Etsy shop, be it some of the stickers and the double-sided trackers, or if it's some of these printable little savings challenge cards, all of it is in my Etsy shop, Jordan Budgets. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have you as a part of our budget fam. We are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We are sitting at about 28,000 right now, I think. So thank you to all of you who have already subscribed. I appreciate you, and I love having you as a part of our little budget fam. I think we have a lot of fun here. I feel like if health stuff stresses you out, this cash stuffing in particular might be a little stressful for you. I'm so sorry, but I hope that you will watch some of the other videos. We do not just focus on health and things around here. Christmas, we added 25, 1, 2, 200 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 40, 45, 50, $350 towards Christmas for this coming year. We're gonna start really beefing this up. My boys just had birthdays, so we were really focused on that. Now we can start focusing on Christmas. AAA, let's go ahead and put, oh no, so we still have some AAA money here. Have I not renewed? I need to check and see. I feel like it's time for me to renew. And I was thinking I would get some kind of information from them, but I don't think they've reached out at all. So anyway, let's skip that one for now, and I'm gonna look into that. For pool, we're gonna put $20 to pool. This is for pool next year, like chlorine and different things we're gonna need. Pool, we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, $57 towards pool. So we're getting towards the end of this video. I do want to wrap up the health conversation because it's not something we typically talk about on this channel. I do want to say that my boys, like I said, do have the kidney and liver disease, but that is not their entire story. That is a small part of their story. They are also very outgoing, fun little boys. My 8-year-old loves sports. My 6-year-old is obsessed with fishing. They have very big personalities. I am very blessed to know them, to have them. I always feel when I'm talking about health stuff that I need to clarify that that is not who they are. They are children born with a genetic kidney and liver disease, but that's certainly not even most of their story, right? Everybody is created with different challenges or unique situations, but everybody also has unique talents and gifts. And I hope that in this community, when we talk about my kids or when we're talking about people in general, we can focus on like the positive, the good things, and all of the blessings of that person. Does that make sense? Speaking of medical, I think I just added a 50, but I got a little distracted. So 300 in the bank, 50, 70, 80, 90, 400, 410, 420. So we have $420 towards medical. I have some appointments coming up soon, and I am a self-pay right now, so that's going to take probably all of that money. That's okay. That is what it is there for. Emergency savings. Let's go ahead and skip emergency savings for now. Let's skip retirements because we only have $5, $6, $7 left, and we will put a little bit of money into our last category, which is legacy or donations, which is exciting. So let's color in a little spot. Let's color in a big spot. Where are we going to do a little spot? Let's do a big spot. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's cash stuffing. It was mostly a life update and where I am. So if I haven't said it yet, all of that stuff is like, last week. That's last week's news. Last week's concerns and busyness. I have found a new schedule that I'm thinking is working really well. It's been working really well as far as getting out orders more quickly. It has also produced some more time in my schedule for me to create new stuff that will launch in the shop, you know, eventually. I hate to make promises at this time of like what my schedule is, but I've been doing a lot of things that I'm really excited about. Making time for YouTube video, I feel like is the only piece of the puzzle that's really been missing in my schedule. I want to get back to YouTube so badly though, guys. Not that I'm not here, but like I want to be more consistent again. Legacy, we added $7. We have 100 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, $152 towards legacy or donations. So I am still tweaking my schedule, but I'm very excited to have a clean house, one, to also have basically my vacation and family life really figured out. So that last piece of the puzzle is really just getting YouTube figured out, but I have full faith that it's gonna happen soon because YouTube is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm gonna figure it out. But that is it for today's video. Please stick around for the upcoming YouTube cash stuffing that's coming out very soon, as well as some new exciting money and cash budgeting related content for this channel. As always, I love you guys, I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.